Salam alaikum. Hello everyone, bonjour. So I'm really, really grateful to be here today, really grateful as well to come after Zara. I have a little ice skating story to start with. Basically, I've been involved in sports all my life. Basically following the footsteps of my father that was a professional ice hockey player, so that gives you a tip that I'm from Canada. Basically, they said, Julie, you have to pick a sport. I was really small, 5 years old, same thing, little story where I was inspired by ice skating. So my father said, let's try ice skating. I was really strong, did it competitively for 3 years, really strong technically, but artistically, my dad's like, no, you have to pick another sport, even if I really was in love with the sports. But really, really grateful to follow Sarah on stage. So basically, my sport evolved into being swimming. So I was involved in sports all my life, like I was mentioning. Basically, I was an elite athlete as a swimmer. Swam at a national level and then also swam for my university, so representing also Canada on a few international events outside. And it evolved to triathlon. So basically, that's why I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing right now here in the UAE. We're launched a bicycle company called The Movement. I'm just going to reach out to the little flippers. I can go through the presentation. So we're called The Movement. So basically what we're about is, if we look here, not all bicycle shops are created equal. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story and how it evolved. So basically, I've been involved in sport as on a personal level all my life, but also on a professional level. So I've been really privileged to participate in a lot of international events. Was really privileged to work for 3 Olympic Games. But then, you know, you follow your career. But I was on another side where I said, well, let's start something to encourage people to be a little bit more active. So moved to the UAE with my husband a few years back, and we decided basically to create the movement because we were so passionate about cycling. I was doing cycling with triathlon, but cycling can be quite intimidating for certain women. We're talking about sport. A lot of women are saying, well, sport, for me, you know, I'm a bit scared. It's been so long since I've practiced the sport, and basically listened to so many women telling me, well, Julie, for me, I want to be active. I want to, you know, be involved in sports, but, you know, you find your own way to actually be active. So for us, what we wanted to do is, yes, there's the sport word, but basically within the sport, you kind of need to understand as well that there are different levels in sport. Yes, when we think sports, sometimes we're always thinking about competition, elite level, really high level competition. But in sports, there's also the recreational side or the leisure side that can bring you to be active and also engage in certain levels of sports where it's a little bit healthier. So basically, how it all started, we're 2 eco-conscious entrepreneurs who just wanted to make something different, start something that mattered. So basically, it's me and my husband that thought of a way to encourage people to be more active. And I said, you know, I'm so passionate about cycling, but sometimes it can be intimidating. You see certain bicycles, you're like, I'm not sure about how it works. There's so many gears on them. You have the brakes and you have the high bar. It can be scary sometimes to look at bikes, even if you've gone on a bicycle, you know, many years earlier. So basically, our mission is simple: to encourage healthier, happier, and sustainable living. So why do this? Why create this? Is basically we want to inspire more people to ride a bicycle, but on a day-to-day basis, not just for sport, not just for training, but basically just to commute, to go in your neighborhood, to go on short journeys, and just use a bicycle to be basically doing, you know, certain basic, you know, things like just going to the local store and get, certain basic things, some milk or some bread. So you can't really do it on a sport bike. So what we started doing is basically researching on different types of bikes. So we created our brand around style more than speed. So basically we went around a few cities. We're from cities are quite cycling friendly. I'm from Montreal, it's quite cycling friendly, and also my husband's from London. So let's try to find a bicycle that's quite simple, basic, low maintenance, but not as intimidating, and also is quite comfortable to ride. If we look at this one, this is a brand that we have from California called Linus. As you see, for women, it's a high seating position, so it's quite comfortable. Even the seat is quite comfortable for women as well. You have resort, so we have like a support for women, and you have also the dip bar, so it's quite easy to go on it. So it's what we call it dip through bars, so it's quite simple to use. And yes, you can accessorize it and personalize it, so you have a few baskets that you can put different baskets in the front. So for us, that's what our angle was about. What we represent is basically we wanted to build a lifestyle brand that's around urban bicycles more than the riding experience. So that was our motto. So basically we decided to create the movement brand all around that. If you come to our little shop, we have one shop now in Dubai, in the Dubai Garden Center, but I don't want to go on that angle. We're planning on opening a second shop as well in Abu Dhabi shortly. And when you come to our shop, you feel immediately that it's not about sport, it's not about being competitive, it's not about the sport element. Even if I really love my road bike, I still have my road bike as well. What I call my happy bike is a lot more comfortable for me to ride. You come in our environment, for us it's really about encouraging people to be connected to us, asking a lot of questions, trying the bicycles out. But you come, we've used recycled pallets as our, the back of our store. So basically, we wanted to show people that there's a way also to be active, but also focus on the sustainability side. So encouraging people to cycle more, not just for just for fun or for physical activity, but also to reduce carbon footprint. So you come in our shop, it's really the environment that we wanted to create in our shop. So basically, the whole idea is to hang out in our space, is to come out, just chat with us, just learn about it, learn about the brand, and be comfortable. It's not intimidating at all. We have a little picnic table at the front, so you can sit and just chat with us. So that's what we wanted to do. We want to create more a little community feel to our shop than really a bicycle shop or a sports shop. What we're about basically as well is we wanted to create what we call a relationship with our clients, with creating a little community feel to our space. So basically, we talked a little bit earlier about style, comfort, and personalizing your bike. So basically, it's coming to us and saying, I'm going to use my bicycle for this or for this. So we make sure that it's really well adapted for you. And then if we look at also safety and education, this is a really strong point of what we wanted to do. As I've been working in sports all my life, it's important for me to also educate. So we do a lot of events where we're not there pushing the bikes, we're not selling the bikes, there's no promotion. We're just there to teach children, to teach also adults that have had, ridden a bike for such a long time. So it's basically really on educating the rules, the regulation, and talking about safety around bicycles. That's really, really important. And its core is the core of our business. It's basically, I told my husband, I said, I don't want to start something just to sell bicycles. This is not going to be motivating for me. So it needs to give back to the community, and that's how we've built it. We're also participating in a lot of community events. We have little pop-up shops here and there where we're actually the same thing. It's not necessarily just pushing the bicycles, but it's educating, showing people how to maintain the bicycle. It's really simple for maintenance. We have 1 and 3 speeds bikes, so they're not really heavy and complicated to also maintain, so it's quite simple. So we do give certain classes, and we have an exciting project that's coming for September where we'll have a little mobile unit where we're going to be able to do a lot more events in the community. So that's our focus. Another little quick story is I give lessons to anyone that wants to learn how to ride a bicycle bicycle. Just telling you a little quick story is about a month ago, I have someone that came in, beautiful client. She says, Julie, the last time I rode a bike, I was 7. She's 39. She says, I want to learn how to ride a bicycle with my children. They're always on their bicycle, but I want to share that with them, and I also want to find a way to be more active and be positive with creating that in my family, and showing my children that I want to be active as well. So basically, just went to her house, 2 lessons, and after two lessons, she was actually riding the bicycle with the most beautiful smile that I've ever seen. So that's how I'm actually motivated on continuing doing this and in this angles. It's not just about bikes, it's actually changing the lifestyle of a lot of people that come to our shop. If we look at cycling advocacy as well, we're in what we call ourselves an independent rolling republic, so that's our motto. It's really encouraging people to be a lot more active, but also we're seeing so much positive drive around a lot of initiatives. We're looking at the Yas Marina circuit, we're looking at so many activities for go Yas and train Yas, just encouraging so many activities that are organized to encourage people to be more active, active in general for all the community, but also for women. And I think you have to embrace this, because I've traveled the world with sports, and this is really, really dynamic in this part of the world, and you have to embrace this. Cycling for everyday travel, and we're seeing as well that it's recommended for the government to continue investing in this, because that's the way you're going to make it safe, and you're going to encourage people to use their bicycle on a daily basis, is to continue doing what they're actually doing. So it's a really positive drive that we're seeing. It's important, the role of public infrastructures, particularly bicycle lanes, and we've seen that growing more and more. And I know we're gonna see it evolve a lot more in the future years. Another element is bicycle commuting has been shown to be an activity that meets a lot of standards for what we call intensity level for physical activity, and you're doing it in a fun way. It's not, again, it's not something that's really difficult. It's really hard to do, and it's not, like other sporting activities that can be quite harsh or demanding. So basically, that's what we wanted to do. I could continue talking for hours about sports, because I know you probably feel my passion about it, but I've receiving the little flag. But anyway, we're just wanting to do a little bit better for us, and just giving back to the community. That's what we're about, and that's what we want to do. You can follow us on Instagram. You just follow us on the movement.e, and you'll see a lot of beautiful other events that are going to come up shortly. Thank you.